Hey everyone, Justine the Twilight Stamper, and today I have a really quick Christmas card to do for the Christmas card challenges that I'm on the design team for. We're going to learn how to create this card here. Now to start off, I'm just going to start off with a plain white card base. It measures 11 by 4 1/4 inches. I scored it at 5 1/2 inches and folded it to make my card base. The next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of the same size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches of Tim Holtz Distressed Craft Resist paper, and I'm going to use my Vintage Photo Distress ink to distress it. As you can see, I'm always starting on the craft mat and working my way in to make it darker and darker. That's how you get the really dark edges and the lighter middle. The middle doesn't really matter, we're covering it anyway, so you don't need to bother distressing that. So what I needed next was my card base. Again, I just reinforced that fold line, and I glued my background paper onto the white cardstock. I'm using Tombow Mono liquid adhesive. It's my favorite adhesive to use, or liquid adhesive to use anyway for card making, because it creates a really strong bond. As you can see with this craft resist paper, those numbers resist the ink, and it makes it look really cool and kind of gives it a glossy, shiny look. The next thing I'm taking is a piece of retired Stampin' Up! Pattern paper, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm going to lay that on top of the vintage paper that we just created. I really like ugly sweater sort of patterns and paper. The next thing I did was take this poster tidings stamp from Close to My Heart. This is a retired stamp, and I took that winter background that has sort of the background and the words then cut out in the middle. If you're looking for this stamp set at all, I'm sure you can find it by asking online on any of the Close to My Heart selling sites. We're going to use a white pigment ink, and I'm using white pigment by Simon Says Stamp that I got in the mail not too long ago, and I've been really testing it out and I really like it. So I made sure that I covered that with enough pigment ink, and I grabbed a black tag from Ranger and I stamped it on here. You gotta make sure with pigment ink, because it's kind of slippery, that you go straight down and you try not to wiggle the stamp. So by applying even pressure, and then I'm going to let it come up and peel off the tag and see what comes out. You kind of have to hit it with a heat gun in order for it to dry. I'm just going to trim this black sort of tag that we made to 5 1/2 inches so it goes from top to bottom on my card. I'm going to also attach this using the Tombow Mono liquid adhesive, and then we're going to press it straight down onto the paper. This is a really simple, quick, and easy card to do. You can do this for your Christmas cards if you're interested in bulk. It wouldn't take long at all. And I really like this stamp. I think it's a really cool way of showing, just how versatile one of these stamps can be. Now, I'm being very careful because my pigment ink is still slightly wet by pressing it down with my bone folder. I hope you'll join us this week at Christmas card challenges. The theme is sentiments only, and hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching.